Hey, everybody.
How much longer should we wait until...
Yeah, I'm waiting on ready checks at this point. Fire's ready.
Ice is ready.
Earth's ready.
Does that mean Earth is ready?
Yes, Earth is 4 out of Earth only has 4 people. We're a little bit understaffed, but not critically.
It's okay. Look at all these Osmonds.
Everybody make sure you stay in Omni's fate circle. Yeah, Omni's melting. Okay, good. A lightning god here. Yeah, we actually could have waited a little bit longer. I wasn't sure how many groups were in when Omni spawned, but it scales to the fate timer. It scales to the fate population before it spawned, so when a bunch of people zone in after, Omni just melts. Don't accept a res.
Can we repost the map of the portals in the chat, please?
In group 1 chat.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was a command.
It is. Oh god, it's the Bunny Fate Elemental. It might die horribly.
Oh wait, what is that?
There's an elemental up near Bunny Fate, looks like. Yeah, except the Bunny Fate Elemental is just... he will tend to... It tends to die. Just because people see it and get the buff. The portals are up, you can use those to find your portal, but don't go to it just yet. Wait to get the fairy buff first. This poor fairy's not gonna know what hit it.
You're staring at them like they're a slab of
There's
meat.
just like a ring of people around it.
It's like that one picture of the white girl surrounded by all the black dudes. But it's a fairy.
Right, once you get the elemental buff, head to your portals. Seconds till red portals. Go, go, go. Once you're in BA, hang out on the bridge to get Protect and Shell. Once you Protect and Shell, move it off the bridge to make your other Logos actions. Again, please react to the Logos chat in organization, the Logos check in Organization Chat 1. Like we need braveries, so if casters or healers can bring brave, that would be wonderful. Also backup shell.
For DPS.
Anybody can bring shell. Only casters and healers can bring bravery, so if you are a caster or healer have extra spaces, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you have somebody with refreshing your party, feel free to use Magi Auto. We are dropping down on the west side near the Logos Manipulator. Don't drop off the ledge until you made all your Logos actions, as you can't come back up once you are down there. I need to refresh stacks on the demon wall, but it'll be just a sec, because plates hate me. There we go. Don't engage the demon wall just yet. Alright, there's a tank who's prepared to pull the demon wall. Please do so. Or just death the demon wall if you have it.
Death works on these walls.
Yes, death works on the demon wall. It's actually a pretty good death target.
We're going to the west.
Yes, we are going on the west. Leaders, please put waymarks up on the correct side. Nice work. A mob in BA can one-shot the unwary. Please don't engage anything I've been told to engage. Stay behind the main tanks. Watch your feet for AoEs. Speaking of AoEs, these Vikings have a little AoE. They'll run at a random player and do an AoE. If you see one trying to give you a hug, get well out of its way. AoEs on stairs are slightly larger than they appear. Please don't, please dodge more than you normally would if you're on the stairs. Focus on the Vikings. Frog's under control. And if Frog casts Toy Hammer, it's going to be hilarious because I have Reflect.
I want to watch this happen.
It's pretty fun. Bonk. I love it when that works.
Instant death.
It just demolishes itself. It's beautiful.
We love it.
Where's our other Byblos? Oh, it's coming back. I'll make sure if you're not in front of or behind the Byblos, face it to the wall. Face it to the wall. I've got the second one. Make sure you are neither in front of nor behind the Byblos. This is a good death target if you brought it. Is anybody here from east side? I'm gonna go check on east. Second, they thought they had no collars. They were incorrect on this. The 950 pull time means if your ranged LB2s go at 48, LB1s, or 945, sorry, 945 pull time means if you have ranged LB2s go at 43, LB1s go at 44. This is a very straightforward boss, can be explained on the fly. LB2s if you have them. LB1s. Get ready to move. There's going to be a circle and an AoE and a donut AoE next. Maybe not in that order. Get away from the boss and then run to the edge of the arena or run in close. Move now. Next time that happens, it'll be much faster. Raid Y is next, shield and heal. Spears are going out, they're going to echo the next AoE. Everybody hang out near the door. After this first AoE, get away from the spears, get away from the boss, get away from the spears. Doorway is safe. Move now. Raid wide. Spears are going out again. This time it's going to be the donut. Stand at the edge of the arena near a spear. After the first AoE, move to a spear. Also, you can swap to defensive Magia. We're just dodging now. We're waiting for the other side to kill their boss. Get to a spear now. Get out of this AoE and then stop moving. Get out of the star AoE. Pop sprint if you need to. Raid wide. Everybody group up kind of in the middle of the arena. If you're marked, go south. Everybody get away from this proximity marker. We're going to move around the arena clockwise. By some miracle, everybody knew what clockwise meant this time. Nice work, everybody. I'd like to pop the trap after this, so please don't pop it. It's at the top of the second set of stairs. Hug the right wall as you go into the next room, and everybody move up to East Voice. Make sure you get treasure chests in the back of the room. But hug the wall, room's full of traps and monsters.
And make sure to grab your chest.
Yep.
All loot
Wait,
is
where am I
personal
chest?
NBA.
Alright, nothing was pulled.
I got
thank Christ.
fragments.
Oh,
Right.
Calga's been pulled.
Everybody gets fragments. Yeah, focus on the Calca, death her if you can. Make sure you're behind her. Make sure you're behind her. Good death.
Okay, it's
Nice
killed.
death.
Nice
Where-
stuff.
Where to know?
Okay, I'm gonna start rounding up some of these magi. Wait for
Roger.
me to get. I don't have aggro on them. Don't engage yet. Don't engage until I have control of them. I hope they don't murder anybody. Sorry.
I'm just gonna stay back here.
You got him?
Generally speaking, keep comms clear for vets who are calling hallways. Halls are at least as dangerous as boss fights. Definitely take them seriously. Watch out for the circle AoEs. You have to be totally silent, just we might have to do important calls. Yeah, this is a pretty good spot for caster LBs.
My sprite was food.
Interrupt banish? Yeah, I've got the sprite. Back up a little bit, I don't want to aggro those centaurs. Get the Gessen Post. It'll come
No.
back.
It'll
Sleep
come
the
back.
berserk,
Oh, no.
sleep the second GCD, sleep the second GCD.
I got it.
Sleep. Death this if you can. This is a really good death target.
Nice death.
Genshin Pet's coming back up the stairs.
Sleep.
I get it.
Nice death.
If you're wondering about the panic in our voice when we say sleep the berserk, if that berserk goes off, it'll just start one-shotting everybody. So tanks basically have to round robin their invulns while the rest of the group runs the hell away and hopes and waits for the berserk to wear off. All right. Stay at the bottom of the stairs. Stay at the bottom of the stairs. Do not go up top to this. Do not go upstairs. Do not go up the stairs. We are pulling the boss early to clear people's debuffs. Stay at the bottom of the stairs so you don't get hit by that first raid wide. Get out of the arena. This is just a way to this is the way to clear people's debuff.
It's like a 10-minute vuln up otherwise.
Yeah, it's annoying. Right, leaders, please put your waymarks up. If you want to call Raiden, stand at the purple line and roll random. I'll give priority to people who want to call or prog Raiden, so if you want practice on Raiden, please say something. BBD, you put yourself in collar prog in the collar prog category for Raiden. Or do you want to just let the dice speak?
Let the dice speak.
All right. Let's go for a 12:15 pull time. Rage LB2's at 13, LB1's at 14. LB2's if you got them. LB1's. Engage. Try for the raid wide, shield and heal. Protect your DE users. Ranged and casters can hang out in the middle of the arena. Not a whole lot happening for a bit. Outer edges of the arena are being electrified. Don't stand in the bed unless you really want to annoy your healers. When the next cast bar starts, melee move back to the middle. We're gonna get out of a giant point-blank AoE, and then inside the hitbox when he backflips toward us. Get away from the boss now. Hang out in the middle, get out of this AoE, and then inside the hitbox when he lands. Completely inside the hitbox. Don't pop any major cooldowns, he's about to disappear. Group up tightly in the middle. Raiden's gonna appear at Alpha or Charlie and wave his little sword around. He's at Alpha, look at Raiden. Now run directly toward him and then break left toward Delta. Back to the entrance. Rescue people if you need to. Raid wide. Random players are going to get marked by puddle AoEs. If you have a puddle AoE, please spread those out around the room a little bit. You don't need to go to the edge of the arena, but just make sure you don't Venn diagram anybody. 1 is survivable, 2 less so. Ranged, focus on the spears. Melee, stay on Raiden. This is a DPS check. Still 1 spear up. There we go. After this next raid wide, a purple puddle will appear. Get out of it and stay out until it disappears. Raid wide's going out now. Get out of that puddle. X players are going to go from a cardinal point. They're coming from, they're coming from Delta. Get behind the first one, group up. Never mind. Sorry, I was lost focus there.
It's okay. Rather have your callouts than, not.
Yeah, make sure you get your loot. What? Why do we have dead people? Focus on the biblio. Focus on the biblio. If you died and you remembered proc, please pop and you remembered. Did somebody auto run to the room? This is what I mean by trash pulls are at least as dangerous as boss fights. Make sure you're nowhere near the Calca. Nice death on the Calca. Yeah, we hadn't started calling the trash, and yeah, that room got a little bit ahead of me, away from me. I'm sorry if I was slow to call stuff.
Crystal calls Calca's a baby, so kill the baby.
I'd like to pop this trap. Make sure you get path carefully around it, get the treasure chest. Careful in the next hall is probably the most dangerous place in BA. I'll pop this trap and then start pulling stuff. We are only fighting the Logos and the Sprites, no other monsters right now. If you see monsters pouring out of the rooms, do not engage them. Interrupt Banish when you see it. Focus on the sprites. Ignore pretty much everything else. Interrupt Banish. Don't panic, that was just the jukebox change. Focus on the sprite. Ignore the creepy dolls. Watch out, watch your AoEs. Ignore the creepy dolls. Only fight the sprite and the Logos. Watch out for that cone AoE. If you have the creepy dolls on your aggro table, please run back down the hall. Sorry, that was on me. I probably should have gone down the hall while they were having.
We getting chests on the way back?
Well, what has the portal been found? Oh, portal's in water.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
chest
Yeah,
is
let's get the
lightning.
chest on the way back.
Alright.
It is safe to go into water room. There are traps. Please be careful pathing around them. Again, these Calcas have that long cone AoE. Please stay close for max cast range. Or I guess just go through the portal. I was hoping people would kill the Calcas, but looks like half the raid went through the portal. Just go through the portal.
I think you worded it a bit weirdly, that's why.
What?
I think you worded it a bit weirdly, that's why people went through the portal.
Never said. I did not say go through the portal.
Oh no, I didn't say it, I just said you worded what you said a bit weirdly.
They're dead anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
You just missed out on the chest?
We'll get it on the way back. Make sure you get the
Also
chest on the other side of the portal, though.
Also, be warned, there are a lot more trash in this hallway coming up.
Yeah, and okay, the trap's been
There's
found,
also-
so that's good.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just gonna bring up the trap.
yeah, trap's been found.
Mhm.
Let me round up this ice trash, and I'll get the first frog. Actually, let's get the guest and pest. The frogs are in timeout. Everybody kind of stay toward the doorway. Don't engage the frogs just yet. Focus on the guest and pest and the Vikings. Watch out for those cone AoEs. Sleep the Kalka if you can. Do not otherwise engage. Only sleep her. Death her if you can once she's asleep. Don't otherwise engage. You see the
Kalka's
frog
asleep.
casting Toy Hammer? Yeah, use Death on the Kalka if you can. Okay. Let's just deal with the Kalka. Make sure you are behind the Kalka. Death. Please react to the logos check in Organization Chat 1 if you haven't. If you really would like to return out for support, please say something in the hallway in Yell.
Earth's only 4. Are you gonna try cheese Earth?
Yeah, I'm gonna send Earth Group to probably fire and just have somebody open the door on Earth. If you feel strongly about returning out for support, talk to Flame. Right, let's head into your rooms. Get ready checks and shout, please. Once you're ready, tank stand and portals. If you're tanking a room, have your tank stance on, Magi auto off, and be in your room's defensive element. Please stand in portals. All these monsters can be deathed, and please do. If there's a creepy doll in your room, stay close or at max cast range. Once you're done with your room, go kill the monsters from Earth room. Just check your Eureka fragments. Everybody should have at least 12 Eureka fragments. If you have fewer than 12, please talk to your if you have fewer than 11, sorry, we didn't get the light chest and lightning, so it should be 11. If you have fewer than 11, please talk to your party lead. We'll figure out which chest you might have missed. We'll get that last chest shortly. Be careful, monsters have respawned in the hallway. Clear the hall and then we'll go back to lightning room.
That is a berserk centaur.
Okay, everybody just I'll see if I... If the centaur is on your aggro table, run the hell away. Get away from it. We're just gonna let it sit. Okay, good, leashed. Let the centaur just hang out for a few more minutes. We'll kill the Biblio. Focus on the Biblio. Sleep the second GC down the Centaur. If it resists, we're going to need to run away again. Death this if you can. Sleep. Good. Alright, let's kill the mobs in Lightning Room. Please have a quick circle AoE. Please be ready to move. Alright, grab your treasure chest and let's head to AV. There is one dead.
Do we know how many are coming in from support?
I'm second.
I think 6. Looks like they got a couple more.
Yeah, that's good.
It seems like the instance is locked. I got somebody that was
Oh,
trying
I
to.
think I think the instance locked quite a while ago. Yeah, it seemed like it might have locked just right after Omni. I'm just glad we all got all groups in, and our support lead was already in, so it wasn't a huge deal. Alright, at this time, leaders, please put waymarks up. If you know you want an Ozma roll, please put it in yell and what platform you're on. We need a main tank, an off tank, and a bleed bait on each platform. I may move parties around to different platforms depending on what rolls we're low on. So basically, okay, so fire and earth are on A, wind and lightning are on B, ice and water are on C.
Do we know what party support is going into?
Probably A, but I'm waiting to see on rolls.
Yeah, we have 2
We
undersized
have
parties.
nobody's done any rolls on A.
I'm volunteered to bleed
Oh yeah,
bait.
right. Okay, yeah, we need a main tank. We need main tanks on A and B. Alright, we need op tanks on A and C. So that's going to be tanks from. Is there a tank and ice who can off tank C?
Yeah, I already said OTC in chat.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Right, looks like support's going to be in shortly. If you want to call AV, please stand at the purple line and roll random.
Is anyone else gonna roll? Or is it just gonna be you and me?
I haven't seen anybody else. I don't know if Hazel or anybody else is going to roll. Looks like you've got it. Do you want to do any explanations?
Yeah, I can do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most dick of a fairy you'll ever meet. Absolute Virtue. So, here's how this is going to work. He is going to do... The main mechanic we're going to need to watch out for are puddles. He is going to have bracelets around his arms, which are going to either be light or dark. He's going to spawn puddles. Whichever one he has, say light, those puddles are going to expand in size. The other ones will not. However, do not stand in any of them. They hurt like hell. So, basically, we're going to say his arm bracelets are light. We're going to say between two darks or darken a wall. That is the safe spot. Maybe there's melee uptime, who knows. There will also be a tether mechanic that will happen sometime around the middle of his health bar, I think. I don't know the exact time, but regardless, you will have a tether. It'll either be light or dark. Pull it to the opposite one, but do not do it before he does a conal AoE called Medusa Javelin. Do not stand in this either. Once Medusa Javelin goes off, resolve your tethers. If you cannot find the opposite place to put it, just put it against a wall. Don't be near the group. If we do DPS right, we won't see wyverns, but if we do, two tanks are going to turn on tank stance and pull them, and then DPS them down. Other than that, please stay away from Medusa Javelin, and do not be near the tank when his tank buster goes off, because it is an AoE. I do believe I got everything.
Yeah, the main responsibility is just the tethers mechanic.
Yeah. Tethers and puddles.
Yep. Alright. If you need a refresh on Shell, please stand on the bridge. Once you have Shell, go stand on the stairs.
You thinking 10 of your Zoom time?
Don't wait till we get Shells first, and then Braveries. Right. If you need Shell, please stand on the bridge. Anybody still have Shell?
Yeah.
Alright, once it looks like everybody has Shell, please stand on the bridge to get a Bravery. Once you have Bravery, step across the purple line. I'd say probably about a 10-20 pull time.
Alright.
Or I should have said something sooner.
Yeah, it's fine.
LB2s. LB1s.
AoE. Be shield and heal this. Alright. Please stay away from all of these puddles. There is still melee uptime. Just go to where the massive clump of DPS at your melee.
Back in the dodge cone.
Alright, 2 lights or a light in the wall.
Light side
Oh,
of the room,
oh,
light side
shit,
of the room.
Wrong mechanic, fuck. That is
The
my
next one.
bad. I entirely forgot about that mechanic.
Most people got there in time.
Alright.
Get well away from the main tank. This is double puddles.
Okay. 2 lights or a light in the wall. There is
Pop
melee
sprint
uptime.
if you need to. Pop sprint if you need to.
I believe this is double meteors.
Raid wide, raid wide. This is a single meteor.
Oh.
This is the orb and tether mechanic.
Do not resolve yet. Move out of the way of that AoE and then resolve. If you cannot find one, just put it against the wall.
Get away from the main tank, who somehow has a puddle this time. That was a little dicey. Nobody died. Double raid wide.
Alright, so he's gonna do 3 lines next, I believe.
Second raid wide first. Group up mid. Light side. Dark.
Dark side for the next 2. Hell out of middle.
Reestablish positions, clear Bravo. There's a tank buster going out in a moment. Raid wide. Generally speaking, do not use LBs unless we ask you to. Can we get a couple of tanks to kick on tank stance? Stop all DPS on AB, focus on those wyverns. Death Wyvern 2 if you can, kill Wyvern 1. Check to see if you have tether orbs. Wait in the middle to dodge the conal. Sorry to take over calls there a little bit. Second
Yeah,
Wyvern's
that's
still
fine.
up. Take your pedals
It's
to
up.
pedal of the opposite color. Avoid the main tank. There's a tank buster going out now. Both Wyverns are down.
you don't have a funnel, just turn and burn in the spade.
Raid wide. If you're gonna
Alright.
sacrifice, please stand on the body you intend to sack. Thanks for calling. I'm sorry I called over you so much there.
No,
That's not
and also sorry to
editorial.
the
Yeah, sorry.
sorry to the one person who died because I entirely forgot to talk about the 2 lines. I'm sorry. I saw you use your remembrance. I'm very sorry. I forgot about that. That is my own damn fault. But no worries about you calling over me. It's
Yeah, you
it
did
was
fine.
nice
It's not editorial. I call over people who are way better callers than I am. It's not editorial. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's good.
It's
all good.
not.
It was the first time me calling that fight anyways. I knew I would forget something.
Oh really? I would not. That you did a good job. That
Yeah.
so much better than like the first 20 times I called AV. These owls are your last good opportunity to use death and build gauge.
If you see them
I'll s-
casting a very special thing, please,
I'll
I
stun
believe.
the first. I'll stun the first properties of darkness.
All right, yeah, because
For this
quick note: if you don't stun that, that will just take away your remembrance, and that will have to waste
It will remove a random buff. It seems to really go for things like remembered. It's
Yes.
not necessary. It is technically not remembered. It is functionally going to be your remembered or something else you
It is
really don't
most
want to
likely-
lose.
It's mostly going to be remembered for whatever goddamn reason. Please burn this one before that does come out. Wait, don't think we have a second one. Thank you. Alright. I am not going to even attempt to call AV or Ozma.
Ozma. No, but check the chat log. If you did the chat log trick, just watch it. It's
I
pretty
didn't
cool.
do that yet. I didn't
Do that while we're
yet.
setting up. If you want, don't step on the blue button. Do not step on the blue button. Do not jump down to the arena. If you want to
That's
call
the
Ozma,
result.
please stand at the purple line and roll random. Leaders, please put waymarks up. We still need. I think we still need. We need a bleed. We need a bleed B. Otherwise, we're good on rolls. And if you. Alright, if you want the flight attendant demo part of the Ozma explanation, please come up to the front, but again, do not step on the purple line. Or not step on the blue button, come up to the front, to the purple line. Alright, welcome to Ozma, a little bit like Weeping City Ozma with new tricks. Ozma has 4 forms, sphere, star, triangle, and square. Right now Ozma's in sphere form. Whenever it goes back into sphere form, it's going to do an ability called Black Hole. When this happens, there's 6 blue buttons around the room. I'm jumping up and down on 8 platforms platform button. Now I'm moving to 8 platforms ring button. When I say your buttons and your platform, I mean the button is on the platform your group is on and the one on the ring to the right. They should be color-coded. For Black Hole, everybody needs to be standing on a button and all buttons need to be occupied. If you are ranged or a caster, please try to go to the button on the ring to the right. Melee, stay on the button on the platform. Black mages you count as melee for this purpose. If you are not on a button or if you are dead, you are going to get sucked out into Hideoutos. If this happens, I'm sorry, try to get a res, get into combat, help build LB for your group. If there's any buttons completely unoccupied, we all get sucked out into Hideoutos. This is our escape hatch if things are going poorly, but it's really unfortunate if it happens early. There's a lot of movement in this fight, and you can fall off the platforms. Please be very careful as you move around. Don't cut corners. Watch your feet. For the very well-telegraphed knockback in star form, to get knocked toward Ozma, stand about. I'm jumping up and down now. To get knocked away, stand about here. Do not stand on the blue button. You'll get knocked in a random direction, and statistically speaking, fall to your death. If you fall to your death, you're going to respawn on a platform. Please take a safe moment to run back to your group's platform. Is anybody new to a named role that is main tank, off tank, or bleed? Okay. Yeah, basically for off tank, when Osmond goes into cube form, you're just going to need to go into lightning defense, and as soon as the cube form donut AoE resolves, book it to your way marker on your button on the right. The goal is to pop those orbs away from the group. If you're fast enough, you can run through the first orb and it won't hurt you. The second one will, so you're going to need to use some mitigation. Oh, yeah, that was... So yeah, basically, off-tanks, if you're new to off-tanking, I suggest being lightning defense the entire fight. When Ozma shifts into Q form or you get close to avoid an AoE, immediately after that, pop sprint and just run to the ring button on the right. The goal is to run through those orbs. The first one, if you're fast enough, it won't hurt you. The second one will hit you, so use some mitigation. Your invuln won't work, everything else will. There are a couple things that tend to wipe groups more often than anything else. I'll go over those now. First off, acceleration bombs. In triangle form, random players will get marked with acceleration bomb debuff. This will appear next to resurrection restricted. Keep an eye on your debuffs in this phase. If you have an accel bomb, please stop, detarget the boss, take your hands off your mouse, keyboard, controller, whatever it is you use, and just stand there and look pretty, because if you're doing pretty much anything whatsoever, moving, auto-attacking, using any kind of spell or ability, even emoting or moving your camera when the accel bomb finishes, you're going to explode and do a ton of damage to yourself and everyone around you. So just stop and freeze, unless you also have a meteor. In triangle and star forms, 2 random players on each platform will get marked by big purple circle meteor AoEs. One of those meteors needs to go all the way back on your group's platform, or I'm about to blow myself up just as a demo. The other meteor needs to go on the button on the ring to the right. Meteors need to be as far from each other and as far from the group as possible. It's first come first served. You see somebody going back, go right, and vice versa. You have a little bit of time to adjust, but not all the time in the world. If you see someone going back, go right and vice versa. But if you've both committed to a direction, it is better to drop those meteors together at the very back of the platform or on the ring button to the right than it is to let them go off in the middle of the platform. If the 2 meteors are stacked, a tank LB might save the group. If they go off in the middle of the platform, you're just kind of hoping people's remembrance proc. Oh, I missed that the main tank is new. Main tank, please just be in lightning defense and in turtle mode the entire fight. Ozma's auto attacks in sphere form hit like a truck. And basically, you're going to stay on the left side of the platform for the most part, and the rest of the party's on the right. And if you have to leave the platform, you need main tanks leave the platform last. One more other thing with meteors and acceleration bombs. If you're unlucky enough to get both, resolve the meteor first. The timing is tight. You can let the accel bomb finish ticking down safely after you have placed your meteor. Sorry, I was a little bit scattered. Are there any questions about any of that? Another thing, when we say bleed baits, get to the back. Unless you're the bleed bait for your platform, do not get to the back. When off-tanks are popping their orbs, be as close to Ozma as possible. And do not use LBs unless we ask you to. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. We need a bleed bait B. Okay, so we've got somebody for bleed bait B. If you're new to bleed baiting, just hang out the back of the platform pretty much the entirety of triangle phase. You're absorbing an assumable bleed dot. It's just important to keep that from splashing on the whole group. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, ask them now, either in voice or in yell. And if there are no questions, everybody manually shift your Magia board. Main tanks and inexperienced off tanks should be in lightning defense. Everybody else should be in earth offense. When you jump down, very carefully move to your group's platform.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
You said bleed bait is during triangle phase?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's the only... Yeah, bleed baits just hang out at the back of the platform during triangle phase. You're going to need to move up for the meteor and other things, but mostly just hang out at the back. Do not target Ozma, don't look at Ozma, do not think loudly about Ozma. If you have bravery, please put it in yell on your platform. Get ready checks. Blaine, can you brave B? Or wait, I don't think Blaine's a voice. You have less than 10 minutes on shell, please stand on your button. Fire, ice, lightning. Sorry about fairy buff. I was hoping to get through the explanation, but I'd rather explain things better for new folks. Lightning. I think water's ready. So we're waiting on wind and support. Don't do braves yet. We're waiting on ready checks. Sorry, that sounded harsher than it should have. Yeah. It's, generally do braves right before. I think you can just re-brave. I'm sorry, that sounded way harsher than it should have. Okay, waiting on a ready check from support. Okay, so if support's ready, then let's do braves. Once you have bravery, move over to the right. So on the left side of your platform, you get the bravery. Once you have bravery, move over to the right side. Alright, let's do a, well, let's just be silly and do it the 420 pull time. New ranged LB2s at 18, LB1s at 19. Tanks, if you are main tanking, have your tank stance on. Pull on time. The other thing tanks need to do is keep aggro. You pretty much provoke on cooldown if you're main tanking Ozma. Everybody check your food, check your Magia.
$18 for LB2, right?
Yep.
Alright.
In general, clear comms during the fight, but please let us know if somebody with an essential role, like main tank, off tank bleed, gets sucked out, or if a tank LB is needed. Ranged LB2s now. LB1s. Main tanks pull. Everyone engage. Main tanks are taking heavier autos in this phase, keep them alive. Ranged and casters can pre-position at the back of the platform to wait for the first AoE. Melee stay in greed. Everybody at the back of the platform, wait for the AoE. After this AoE goes off, move back in as a group, no gap closers. We're absorbing auto attacks as a group in this phase. No meteors in this first star phase, enjoy your free DPS time. However, when the knockback indicator appears, stand near but not on the blue button to get knocked toward Ozma. Get knocked toward Ozma now. Knockback and Vulns work on this, but it's not a huge deal. Stay stacked for 3 more autos. Ranged and casters go to your black hole buttons. Everybody to your black hole buttons. Main tanks are taking heavy autos again, keep them alive. Everyone can move up. We are getting our first Ozma Shade movement, get ready to move. Get to the back of the platform and wait for the AoE. Back on the boss. Next time that happens, it'll be a double movement. Fades are up, double movement. Get off the platform for the first AoE. After this, we're getting to the back. After this, we're getting close to Ozma, sorry. Get close to Ozma, off tanks get ready. Off tanks pop your orbs. Main tanks on the left, party on the right, be as close to Ozma as possible unless you're popping orbs. There's a little tiny knockback associated with the stack marker, not much, just a boop. Main tank stay left, party right. The next shade mechanic will also have one of those little knockbacks. Fades are up, fairly precise movement coming in. If the back of the platform stand on your waymarks, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. We have the stack marker, then the knockback, then the AoE. Now move up, main tanks left, party right. Ranged and casters can go to your black hole buttons. Everybody to your black hole buttons. Main tanks are taking heavy autos again, keep them alive. Fades are up, double movement. Get the back platform, wait for the first AoE. At this AoE, we're getting off the platform. Get off. Bleed baits get ready. Bleed baits get to the back. Everybody check your debuffs, acceleration bombs are out. Give an acceleration bomb, stop, detarget the boss and freeze. Meteors are next. Meteors back into the right, all the way to the back of the platform, all the way on the ring button to the right. Pick up those ads, burn them down, they need to die quickly. Bleed baits get back to the back.
Bleed bait A is done.
We get another healer to go back to the back there. Shades are up, get ready to move. Get off the platform, bring the ads with you if you need to. Also check for acceleration bombs, the second set's out. Basic stack, bleeds can stack if you need to. How's A platform doing? Looks like you had a misplaced meteor. Bleed baits back to the back. Everybody at your black hole buttons. Sorry for the slow call.
Wait, why did I get kicked?
Everybody move up. Shades are up, get ready to move. Double movement. Get off the platform. The first AoE, and after this we're getting to the back of the platform. Get to the back. Move up as a group. No gap closers. Does anybody have... Can anybody main tank A? Meteors back into the right. All the way to the back, all the way on the ring button to the right. Absorb the meteor impact and then get knocked toward Ozma. Get knocked toward Ozma now. Pick up the ads, burn them down, help other platforms if you see them struggling. Do we have a main tank A? Shades are up. This is going to be a knockback. Get knocked to the back of the platform. Wait for the AoE and then move up as a group. Move up. Black hole's next. Get ready to go to your buttons. Everybody to your buttons. Oh, we're getting sucked out. Nobody was on the ring. Nobody's on one of the buttons. Yeah, what
Damn,
happened on
that's
A?
unfortunate.
Yeah,
That was really close.
We had a meteor
Oh.
in the middle of the platform, so
Whatever.
I
That was a
should.
good
I
run.
saw. After the black hole, I was gonna ask a different party to rotate to a platform, but it was too late.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything about a tank LB or anything, so I didn't know what had happened until suddenly everybody was down. Generally speaking,
That's
that
right.
is when you can make you can say something in yell or in call in voice. Well, good effort, everybody.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks for coming along. There is another run in a couple hours. There's a late night run, so I hope that everybody at least had a decent time. Thanks so much for everybody who came out for this run. I'm sorry about the early bailout. Yeah, I should have asked a different party to rotate to A. I thought we took till after the black hole. I'm sorry. But, you know, things can randomly go wrong at Ozma at the drop of a hat. Thanks everybody who came along. And, sorry I was a little
Also,
bit scattered.
I did the thing you asked me to do. Why are there so many goddamn cubes?
Oh, because each shade has their own thing, so you're gonna.
I know, but I just see two sets
yeah.
of cubes, pyramids,
Yeah, we
another
had
set of
we
pyramids.
had an awful lot of cubes. Yeah.
Yeah, that is like so. That is so nice. Jesus. But yeah, thanks for the run, boss.